So as I mentioned earlier, Dr. Umar would say that black men are responsible for masculine women. So I want to dive into that conversation. But before doing so, let's take a look at this clip.
And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No, yeah,
I mean you as an active member in the community where we go to every single parent black mother and say, how many sons you got? 2? How many sons you got? 2? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking them to school. He doing the homework. He gonna spend a couple hours with them every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he gonna make time for you.
How'd y'all feel about that clip?
Yeah.
Let's dive into today's conversation. Pierre, I'm gonna come to you to start us off.
You would.
What's your reaction to the clip? And do you agree with Dr. Umar?
This time I do. This time I do. It's a valid point. A lot of times men have not stepped up to, they put women in positions to have to step up and take care of a lot of stuff. But then it's a big systemic reasoning. Black men are targeted more to me than black women, from society, from getting killed, not getting them the jobs. There's a lot of things that take them away from their family or their family structure or just their mental capacity. If you keep getting turned down by something, saying you're not worth nothing, constantly so many things, black men just get, sometimes they crack, and you ask us to be strong, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be strong, but sometimes they're not strong enough, and then they do leave the family, or they can't find a job, and they go do some illegal stuff and get caught up, and the system takes them away from the family too. So it's not every black man just walks away from a family and says, I don't want to be around. Sometimes they get pulled away for a lot of various reasons. So it's a fight both ways. I agree with what he says, but there's another way. The system has really been hounding, the black man's image. It's a lot. You got to walk in the black man's feet to understand, just like we should have to walk in the black woman's feet. But, we're talking about black men right now.
Yamaneika, I see the eyes. Tuesday, if you watch Wednesday shows, these two will go at it in a loving way. Justice May said, yeah. Yamaneika, let me bring you in. What are your thoughts about Dr. Umar, and do you agree with him that black men are responsible for the masculine woman?
What's the song, I look too cute to, what is that song, I look too cute to do this and do that? I look too cute to talk about Umar Johnson tonight, so I'm going to do it light. First of all, nigga, where to school?
Oh, right? Don't go there. Ooh,
no, because I gave a couple $. Okay. Where the school at? You said you was going to put a school together. Go to the barbershop, get a line out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hot in here.
That vest he had on wasn't it, okay?
Oh, shit.
What I don't like is, this conversation constantly, and I think this is where it starts, of black men saying that they suffer more than black women, is really where you don't see us. It shouldn't be about who suffers more. We are all suffering because we are black. We may be suffering in different ways. And because of the suffering that black men have to go through, it trickles down to black women, which is why the femicide rate for black women is through the roof. Black women are 10 times more likely than any other race of woman to be murdered at the hands of a black man. So that is problematic across the board. Let's stop saying who has more than we all have. I am a masculine woman, if you want to ask. But also, I'm masculinized by them. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're going to tell me I'm a masculine woman. Ask any nigga I fuck with how masculine I am. So we have to like have balance. Women who are strong and powerful, I'm a stand-up comedian, let's keep it real. I can't come into this space and be Pollyanna and whatever. I've had to fight in a male-dominated business, and that's what it is. And this is the cloak that I wear when I come here. But when I'm in a relationship, of course, I want to be in love with somebody. I want to be loving. I don't want to overpower him. Women love to feel protected and all of those things. But you have to have a space in which you can do that. And if it's not provided, you have to take care of yourself. Also, especially me being a big woman, a lot of times we have colorists in our community, dark-skinned women. There's certain ways in which black men think certain women don't deserve protection. Oh, you too fat for somebody to protect you. You too ugly, you too dark. So when you become a part of that outside place, you go, well, I have to take care of myself, because what I'm going to do, wait for him to see me? So I think it's a bigger issue. It's very complicated. We need to see each other. But when we have people like Dr. Umar Johnson, who one minute he tearing down black men, next minute he going to tear down black women when it's convenient. He flip-flops too much. He's not someone that can help our community. I'm sorry.
But let me ask you this. Being that you said you're strong, powerful, whatever the business of, can you show a man from the beginning that you're soft? Because that's what we have to approach you and we have to try to date you. But if we can't get past that exterior, if you're already tough and rough, then what the hell happens?
But I don't. Is somebody back there that dated me? Oh, okay.
Them three.
Shut up. No, you act like I meet a dude and I'm like WWF with
I don't
the
know.
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You said it.
Let's go. Come on.
I don't know.
Listen, I am very, first of all, Pierre, you understand this, right? And I always say the perception of how people see us and our stage persona and who we have to be in the streets is completely different. The people who know me, like, you know, I'm a very sweet person. People are very surprised how sweet and quiet I can be because of the way that I present this persona. So, yeah, no man has a problem. But also, if a man is not received well by a woman, let's start changing the perspective of that woman is just not interested in you, but there could be other women. Let's not start attacking women who decide, I don't want to receive your favor, and then go, well, you ugly anyway, bitch. You ain't nobody anyway, bitch. That flip is so crazy, and it's what causes women to close ourselves in, because when we see a man, we don't know if you're going to be that same dude that did something to us before.
But you know what's funny? Let you turn down a woman and now all of a sudden you gay. No. I don't want you. I don't want you. Oh, you must be gay. No, I don't want you. So what about that part? Okay.
Let me bring in. I want to make sure I introduce our comedian who's going to be joining us. Give it up for B-Tuck.
All right, y'all. My name B-Tuck. I'm a stand-up comedian, actor, entertainer, host. I've been doing comedy 10 years in Atlanta, Georgia, man. All right. I've been on. I did some work with 85 South. I was a finalist on the HBO APFF Comedy Wings competition. Recently, I just dropped some. They just dropped some content for me on Chocolate Sundays. You know what I'm saying? It's up, man.
B-Tuck, let me get your thoughts. You know, we heard from Dr. Umar. Do you agree that black men are responsible for masculine women?
See, first of all, Dr. Umar is very aggressive. Like, so his message is like, he too mad. And I don't even know what his women look like. And that's the problem, because I can't take advice from no niggas if I don't know who you be with. I ain't never seen none of his women. And this nigga is mad. And like you said, he be flip-flopping. So I don't know what to believe. And I seen this vest before. I can't trust it. But my thing is, I'm gonna piggyback on something Pierre said. The government that had black men fucked up and black families fucked up for a minute. They was giving out welfare if the nigga wasn't in the house. So if the man was in the house, they couldn't get the welfare. So they had to kick the man out the house. The government been fucking us up for a minute. And now, everybody doing their thing. Niggas doing their thing. They going to the doctor, Mr. Potato Head, and they leaving Mr. Potato Head. Everybody, I heard this on the internet. Everybody worry about nationality. No, they worry about sexuality, and we ain't worry about nationality no more. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying what Dr. Umar says is right or wrong, but the government has a lot to do with this. And like, I'm not saying women are masculine. Women are masculine because they have to be. Some women are because I'm not saying they have to be, but they got to get their jobs. They got to do this. And it's not just because niggas ain't shit. It might be because like they just ain't found the right person. Because all niggas ain't shit. Some niggas ain't nothing.
Right.
You feel me? It's a balance.
What else? My titties is out. What else do I have to do to show that I'm a woman? I don't know. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much the black women have to have this sort of femininity and show this soft side.
You should.
No, stop with the you should. Because what it is it's a way in which we are constantly being reduced, and it's ridiculous. You understand? There's a lot of misogyny in the white community, so I'm not going to discredit that. But in the way in which white women are able to show up and be powerful in places and still be supported as women, it is, let's keep it real. When he's, and I'm not trying to discredit B Tuck because I like what he was saying and he's hilarious as hell. But let's talk about this taking the black men out of the home. This is a misconception that has constantly been reiterated over and over again. If women don't have men in the home, they are going to have to use government resources to survive. Why don't you stay your ass in the home and make it work? You did not. So women had to say, so stop blaming black women for black men being out of the home and welfare. Stop blaming black women for having to also be men and take care of themselves.
No. Enough of that bullshit. Enough of that bullshit. No, see, you're not a black man. You're not a black man. You're not a black man. But you're not a black man. So you don't know how it is to be a black man. No, you don't know what the pressure is to put a black man.
Let's get one at a time. Let's get one at a time.
There are more black men in jail than there are black women. There are more black men in jail than women. Why are they in jail?
Danielle, do you have who's next?
I'm Raina. Hey y'all.
Hey Raina.
So, I'm sure y'all are, at least some of y'all are around the same age. I wanted to give a young, quote unquote, younger perspective because I'm 22. I go to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Come on. Come on in, yeah, the Golden Lions. But I agree with both points as well. I see where Dr. Umar was coming from. I don't usually agree with him. A lot of the stuff he be saying be seeming like it's some BS. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. For me, I feel like there's already this stereotype that black women are more masculine. They live in a masculine space. For me, I feel like I don't go there until I have to go there, though. And I feel like that's how it is for a lot of black women. They don't just live in that space all the time. That's just a stereotype that we have. But when you're constantly being berated or made to feel like you have to be in that space, you would understand why you live in that space. But people are coming at you like, oh, well, you have to be like this, you have to be like that. So you live guarded almost. I'm soft until I do not have to be soft no more. And then if I come at you after that, that's not really, And so, I usually go for, partners that look the same as me. I don't say it like that. But I get where he was coming from, where he says they quote unquote make us feel like we have to. I don't think we have to go there we go there because of black men. I feel like it's just across the board where the stereotype is just pressed on us so often that you're almost in that space. Like that's the only way you feel protected, is being in that masculine space. Yeah. But if somebody makes you feel where you can be feminine, you can be in your feminine space, you can be quote unquote submissive like partners want you to be, that's where you're gonna live at. That's where your space is gonna be. Yeah. Right. You're gonna click into it if you feel like you're supposed to be in. If it's a man that you feel like can lead, it's a man that you feel like makes you feel safe, protected, then obviously you're gonna live in that space. But if he's sitting there and you battling against this girl and that girl and you doing this and you hearing this, that's gonna make you be like, oh well, I gotta be, gotta have my guard up because he on some BS, Right. And so that's my, my point of view.
We appreciate it. Danielle, while you find the next person, let me let Pierre.
And
hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's get quiet on set. While she finds the next person, Pierre, let me let you comment. What are your thoughts?
The young lady there was nice enough to say about men, making her feel she had to be tough or whatever it was. She'll be tough and then bye, nigga, if you don't like the shit. Well, it's funny if a nigga was like, I'm straight and everything, but what's up, girl? And he was all pinked out and all that. You're like, oh, I want a man who's masculine. He too soft for me. Get to know me. I'll whoop ass, girl, but I wear pink all the time. I'm soft. You don't want to see that in a man, a soft-ass nigga, a soft-looking nigga, a soft-acting nigga. No, you don't want that. You don't want that. You won't be like, well, I'm going to get to find out how he is and see how tough and masculine he is. If you see that come off, you're like, that ain't me. So if you rowdy and I'm all in and kick it rough, nigga, then you're going to be by yourself for a long fucking time.